Joined at the Carolina Tennis Center by head coach Kevin Epley, where South Carolina pulls off its 6th win in a row, gets its 4th upset win in a row as well. Coach, this just felt like a great college tennis match. I mean, there were no easy matches in the singles or doubles. Everything was really close. A lot of 3-set matches in singles, but let's talk about that doubles point first. You kind of got the quick win there at number 2 from Emma and Sylvia, but then you look up and you're down 5-3 on the other 2 courts and things aren't looking good, and all of a sudden they sort of just start slowly coming back. They stay calm and composed. Both matches go into tie breaks and ends up working out. Once again, we talk about that number 3 team. You know, things were looking a little bleak there, but they come through, and Anna Cruz, it seemed like she really kind of carried them through that match to a degree.
Yeah, Anna was playing really well. Allie probably isn't playing with the most confidence in sec at this moment, so we'll get that back this week. That kind of came out in doubles a little bit, but they both got it done, and at the end, Allie did come up with some pretty good shots. I mean, they're had a great season so far. I was really worried about 1 and 2. I know 3 we can get on track, and I was really impressed with 1 and 2 today. It's been bothering me for about 3 weeks now, the level that they're playing at. And Emma really stepped up and played more aggressive and hit the ball at 2. And Mia was more aggressive at 1. She was popping her serve again and crossing. So if we play like that, we're a tough team to beat in doubles for sure, and Kentucky always has some of the best doubles in the conference. I mean, they play very, very aggressive and confident doubles, so it's good to get that point, obviously, going into singles. Real happy with that.
When you look at the singles play, South Carolina got the first set on 4 of those courts, but like I said, none of these matches came easy, and 4 of them ended up going 3 sets. It was just an all-out battle out there. But Sylvia comes through. She got the straight set win there to kind of get things going a little bit. Just talk about her play. I mean, she really had a fantastic weekend. I mean, was just awesome in the last match against Vanderbilt, and then comes out and gets it done in straight sets today.
Yeah, she's been really firing on all cylinders for a little while now. I think at the beginning of the season, I don't think she was match ready in terms of fitness. She'd play one match, get a little tired, and her knees sore for the next one. But she's really stepping up in all of these matches. And to get another point on the board, that puts us at 2, makes that mountain a little bit bigger for the opposition, and they can see the scoreboard as well as anybody else. So tons of tough matches out there. Like I say, Kentucky always comes to play, at least when they play us. I mean, we always feel like we're in a war when we go against them. So
we talked earlier in this season when those 3-set matches weren't falling South Carolina's way, and today you got 4 of them. End up losing just 1 of them, but then when it gets down to the end there, I mean, you look up at the scoreboard and it's 5-0 on one court, and then it's 5-0 on another court, and I mean, you're feeling pretty good at that point. You know how it's gonna end. But before we got to that, we saw Megan Davis there on court 2, and she gets that first set pretty quickly, and then loses the second set, but then it just seemed like a really gritty performance from her. And we talk about how quick she is, and she's just like a brick wall. She just keeps making the opponent hit one more ball, and it seemed like her opponent today eventually just sort of broke down and just started hitting a lot of unforced errors because Megan just wouldn't let a ball go by her.
Yeah, I mean, that's her calling card, and I think her ball was landing a little bit short today, so it gave the opposition a little bit of a better and cleaner look at it. But still, even if Megan's hitting short, you still have to finish the point 5 or 6 times, and even that can be a bit frustrating. And she was off to the races. She was ready to work. She's been like that for the duration of this last 6 matches. So she's been playing phenomenally well. It's hard to see how she can lose with that kind of speed and that kind of grit. I mean, there's just so much toughness inside of her, and it's coming out. We're firing on all cylinders on that court. So, and that girl was good. I mean, she was hitting some nice forehands. I felt like Kentucky played us very, very solid.
Well, the clincher came from Emma Shelton there at number 3. She's down in that first set and keeps fighting, ends up getting it to a tie break, and then really kind of dominates the tie break, gets down pretty big there in the second set, but then all of a sudden she's coming back and only loses at 6-4. And then she looked kind of like Sylvia in the last match against Vandy, where she came out in that third set and was just really fired up, was not going to be denied, and just played. It seemed like almost a nearly flawless set there in the third.
Yeah, her match and Anna's were kind of tracking together down there, so we were feeling pretty good that we would get at least one of them at that point. I wasn't sure how Emma was going to come out for the third set. I remember Paige played her in 2019, went to the third set, and then took her out 6-0 in the third. Mentioned that to Emma on the on the changeover when she went to the bathroom break. And she came out, and I think in the second set she just got a little passive. I mean, it's a very subtle dial with her, but she came out a little more physical in the third and took it to her a little bit. And I think that girl felt that and made some errors. So, yeah, that was a heck of a third set from Emma.
Well, lastly, I mean, what is this? I mean, how proud are you just of this team right now for the fact that, I mean, we were 4-9 at one point, 1-5 in the conference. I mean, things are looking kind of bleak right then, and all of a sudden, I mean, and you're looking at the schedule ahead going, it's not getting any easier here. So, you know, we've either got to step it up right away or this season's going to end pretty quickly. And just how proud are you of the way the resilience this team has shown?
It's kind of hard to put into words. I mean, for so long, we have been working very, very hard to be what we call Gamecocks and just being grittier competitors and fighting with this spirit of togetherness. And we were just all over the map for a while, and I really had no idea. But we really got to that point where we were looking around and we were saying, we're not even going to make the tournament. And I think it was that sense of urgency of the landscape before us where we may not make the tournament for the first time, and the girls really decided making the decisions to dig in. That, and we really started cranking up practice. We started getting to what we call golden drills, and we've been doing the gauntlet. And these are practices that really test your mental toughness and your mettle, and they've been diving into those, and I think that's given them some confidence. And then obviously our doubles was never bad. So, you know, it's kind of the doubles. Even when we were losing, we were winning a lot of those doubles points. So it was just a matter of our veterans, getting on track, and then having some of the younger ones get back and playing the type of tennis that they know they can play. Emma was really off for a part of this season. Megan was off for a good part of the season. Mia was off for the beginning of the season. It was like we knew it would come if we just kept grinding. I didn't know if that would translate to results or not, but luckily it has translated to results, and we feel like we're getting better and better, and we still know what we need to work on. We still can play better on a few courts, and we're happy where we sit right now. So we're just going to look forward to Florida. They've been kind of tracking like us. They've won a bunch in a row. They started off a little bit slow, and we play the same teams every weekend. They're our travel partner, so it'll be nice to finally play them here at home. And we've never beaten them at home since I've been the coach here. We beat them away. So it's a big opportunity for us coming up next week. And Senior Day, we've got some veterans, some SEC championships, and half our squad is made up of SEC championship kids. We have a long and impressive history here, so it'll be a neat day all the way around.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Like you said, Florida's got 6 in a row. They've been winning the same 6 matches that we have, so we know this one's going to be a real exciting match coming up next Saturday. Yeah. But great job out here. It's been fun to watch, and we will check in with you before that Florida match next Saturday.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.